Alright, so with this session, where we left off was I was getting the build to work, and I just wasn't going to wait for the build to finish on film. So let's go see what the results are here. If I do a find module, do a convert to breakpoint. Do we have it in the gallery? Oh, we do. Perfect. Let's just install this now. Install module. Alright, so success. We've successfully published and installed this module. I did have a thought though. I thought of a use case where I don't think we're handling it quite right. So what I want to do is take our sample or test earlier. Where are we at here? This test script. I thought, what was I doing? I was doing build testing. All right. We're gonna run this in the shell here. Now we have an error. Error 0. Perfect. And we do a dot script stack trace. We have this here that says no file, right? So remember how we were parsing stuff between here and here? Well, and then space. So this won't work, right? If we get this no file, we need to handle that. While we're at it, we probably just ought to add validation for the scenario where there is no file. So what I want to do is come back over here, and we'll add that logic in. It is right here. If matches dot script dot not equals, and how does that go again? No file. Let's just copy and paste that. That equals that. And then let's also do a and let's add a test path to matches dot script. We're going to take this chunk here and place that in there. Okay, so now we successfully handle that scenario. I guess we got to add an else here as well and continue. So basically, if the script not equals this and our test path comes back clean, we get an error, right? We get a breakpoint. Otherwise, we go to the next line. So this would handle the case where the uppermost script block item, yeah, since I don't have a way to grab that, do I? Is there any other valuable information in here? At new error line. New error line. Can we set breakpoints inside? Inside a command? New error with a line? Is that possible? No. Okay, I just want to make sure. It'd be kind of weird if I could. Maybe. So since we can't do that, this is as valid as we're going to get. So let me save that, and let me add, let's just commit that. Let's add script path validation. Alright, oh, I also noticed that my code's not formatted. Let's just do a quick format document. And then clear trailing white spaces. Any other cleanup I want to do? Yeah, put a space there. That looks good. Code format and white space. You always do the formatting stuff in separate commits. That way, one, if you ever need to back something out, it's clean with what it is, and it's actually easier to read the commit history that way. And what I mean is, I'm looking at a diff between two things. If my diff has a lot of white space, like let's take a peek at that. Do I have getlens? I do. Right, I didn't take a peek at it a second ago, but if I look at this file and I compare these two, let's just make this guy what, inline? Toggle inline view. Right? You see all these changes? It gets so noisy with that white space and formatting, to where if I was just looking at only the validation, I know all I changed was these two lines. That other stuff is just noise, and it doesn't hide the actual changes. So that's why I made two different commits when I made that specific change. Okay, so now, another thing here is kind of get me on edge a little bit is that I'm way indented here. You see the depth of this indent? It's a minor thing, but I think we can clean that up a little bit. Let's see. Let me look at my logic here. I think this for each is valid. We'll publish an error record. But I think I can slice this here and make a new function with this interior logic. Yeah, I might be able to make a new function with this interior logic. That's something like this, where I might say breakpoints equals extract. That's spelled right. Google, save me. EXSTRAC extract. EXTRACT. Okay. Or I say extract breakpoint. And then let's take our line list, we'll pipe it to that. Which means, and then for each breakpoint in breakpoint list, right? That's that S I'm getting rid of. We'll do ooh, actually, should I do that? No, I'll just do it this way. Breakpoint, then set his breakpoint. Yeah, I want that to be my function here. That's so much cleaner. So now, this guy here, we have PS custom object, who just falls under the pipe, like that. And he'll pipeline, he should pipeline just fine. I'll find out how that works here in a bit. Now I can gut this whole section here, as long as I write that function. right? So let's save this stuff. And we're going to call this extract breakpoint. Save as not public, but new folder, private. Yeah, like that. Alright, so now function. Now, do I need to do this work? Probably not. But it'll make it a lot cleaner and easier to maintain later if I just dive into the work now. It's a param, and then the parameter. We need a value for pipeline, and then I need a steering as well. We'll call this guy input object. We do a process, and then we can move all of this up in there. I think that's appropriate. Yeah, that's like fine. Object. Yeah, let's not make that. Just make this guy here single string, and we'll cut that out as well. Basically, our plan is we'll only pipe stuff to this as an internal function. We can make that kind of a call, and then ooh, our should process needs to move now too, doesn't it? Absolutely. That needs to go back in the other function. Alright. I'll just put that back right now. Uh-oh. Darn it, I broke that. Okay. If $commandlet dot should process. Oh, what though? Alright, so we're going to say ConvertTo-Breakpoint on this line. Yeah, we'll do it like this. Set another layer here. We'll do some format string magic here. Format on breakpoint. Let's call this message equals this instead. I'm going to get ugly in there. Breakpoint dot script, comma, breakpoint dot line. There we go. I think we're back to feature parity now. Alright, so let's go back and look at this function. What do I got going on here? Matches pattern. Okay, I do validation, test path. Perfect. I return object. If so, else continue. Ooh, I need to pass in that parameter though, don't I? Or do I do it there? Or does this guy? No, he doesn't belong here at all. He also belongs here. Right? Is that valid? Because this guy, and then he can continue. Like, his sole purpose is to parse the input object, the string, and get back what we're going to set the breakpoint on, right? Single purpose, you do exactly what you're supposed to do. This guy still needs to set the breakpoints. Ooh, breakpoint pattern doesn't belong here either now, does it? No, you belong here. Just like that. This guy doesn't need to begin blocking anymore. Good. Okay. Ooh, should the split? Okay, I'm trying to decide if I should move this stuff inside that function as well. My assumption is maybe I should put trace in there. Extract breakpoint should. Yeah, this is an implementation detail. It doesn't really belong here, does it? Fine. There we go. So now I come back over here. This guy gets moved out. You know what? This also needs to move in there. So I don't care about it out here. I'll take my trace, pipe it into him. If I have breakpoints, right? So if I take this, come back here, if not, put object, right? Like that. And if I come back here, I can drop this and that. Because now if it's null, I get nothing back, right? The validation, all the validation is happening in here. Actually, we'll just drop that variable. Alright, so each node in the error record, I gotta do that for each, because the way I'm accepting this here. Node, my script stack trace, extract breakpoint. Gets breakpoints out of the stack trace. Then I walk a for each. If this guy is empty, this gets skipped entirely. Okay? That's why I'm doing it this way, is this guy should only give valid breakpoints for me to set. If I have valid breakpoints, we'll go through and set them. Alright, let me fix that. So now the message is for here, scripted line, breakpoint, set breakpoint. If not all, we break here. So I might parse this for a list of breakpoints, which might be inefficient, but I'll do it anyways. And this guy's going to walk it, and on the first one, if all is not set, he's going to break to here, which is the end of this for each loop, and we'll go to the next node. That's appropriate. I like that. And then my extract breakpoint is my valid here. We do input object value from pipeline, a pattern, if not null or empty. So I'll accept. I will allow null, allow empty string. I think I can do that. And what I'm doing here is I'm allowing them. I don't want this guy to care. Like, I'm gonna say whatever here, pipe to that. If I have nothing, that's okay. I don't want to throw an error because there's nothing. I want it to return nothing. I guess that's what I'm saying is, there's nothing in there. I don't want anything to happen. So now let's save this. Refactor, breakpoint, parsing, logic. All right. Let's just push that and see what we get. Okay. So I think this is probably a good point right now to wrap up this video. And on the next one, I'll run the tests. We'll debug it because, you know, of course, I'm sure we added some bugs. And then we'll just go from there, okay?